Right, we're live right now. Welcome back to another episode of Crack On. I'm with Stephen Usher, and we're going to be just quickly activate the live chat for you, and then we can get on crack on with. So, I'm with Stephen. You've got a season ticket at the stadium, right?
Well, I did have until they stopped us from going to the games.
Oh, you did. You didn't renew it, did you? Well,
I did. I froze the payments, but I've still got my seats reserved for when we're allowed to come back in, so then I can just pay for them then.
Oh, well, fucking, I did, didn't I? But I kept it going, thinking that we'll get back in the stadium.
No, you were brought up to me. To be fair, I was willing to. It was my last week with letters.
No, where's the trousers there then?
Yeah, I'd love to say it's different, but it's not like.
It's the same with most people, man. Right, there you go. Right, so I've activated the live chat there, that's right. And that's about it. So we can crack on now properly. So we've just played the MK Dons and we beat them 3-0 on Tuesday night. We've got them tomorrow, and I've got a funny feeling it's going to be a totally different game. I cannot see MK Dons playing the same way, but you never know. You never know what someone's like. We win one game, we lose the next. So, Stephen, what do you reckon, mate? What do you think's going to happen on Saturday?
Wait, I'm a different thinking here. I think that MK Dons can't really line up much different, because for them, they went for the game on Tuesday. They played a strong team, because I think they stand more chance of getting any glory in the Pizza Cup than what they did in the league. You know what I mean? So I think they did play a strong team there, and they went for it. I think we'll play a stronger team tomorrow when we got out there, and I think it's going to be a similar scoreline along the ends. You know what I mean? I think we're going to go out there, and I think they'll have a couple of the new lads will have had more days training with the rest of the squad. Be a bit more chemistry between them, and to be fair, I'm actually looking forward to the game. Like Paul, you froze. And to be fair, Paul, you froze. Now you've gone. No one by yourself on your chat. Hello, everybody. I'm sure Paul's just trying to sort himself out, and then you get back on in a minute. I tell him I wasn't any good with technology and all that stuff. What's he doing? Join again? Oh yeah. Well, I'm still on it.
Sorted. Are you there? Hello? Can't hear you. Oh, mute. I've muted you.
There you go.
Now I've got you. What happened there?
You froze and you left us by myself on bloody on crack on. Somebody asked us to sing a song.
Wait, I'll start it again. It must be my end. I'm not going to. I'll start it again. I'll just go straight on. Tell you what. Hey, is this him we're recording? Stop recording. No. It must be still on, mate. I'm going to have a look on it.
Yeah, I'll get on.
Fucking hell, we are, I think.
But we're still on.
Wow, we are still on, I think. I think we're still on, mate.
Oh, we are, right?
Oh, yeah, it's sorted. What the fuck? Sorry, everybody. It kicked me off. And then I was sent you a message saying, come back on. And you were already still on. Sing a song. Who said that?
Carl Duffy, whoever he is.
Right, Carl Duffy said to sing a song. He should have sung a song. Right.
So you until it
Joe the artist says, well, yeah, you turned to stone. Someone must have froze. It's YouTube to sort the thumbnail out, and it must have fucking froze. But Conrad Lee's in the chat already, mate. He was on the other day.
Same as I.
Rovers One Blogs. What's going on here? Hey, my God, the Red White Podcast. Joseph Billingsley. 6-0 to Sunderland. Right. Right, well, crack on where we left off, mate. Pick up my mind.
Basically, like I say, I think MK Dons went for it the other night. I think they played a strong team. I think we played when we played that Jordan Jones. He was like our only new signing that was playing. I think we're going to be attacking them more tomorrow. I think we're going to be playing a stronger team than what we fielded on Tuesday. There'll be a few people who play Tuesday who will not be playing tomorrow. They'll have the big guns coming on, I think. And to be fair, I actually think we're going to. I'm going 4-1 or 4-0 tomorrow. Like.
4-1?
Or 4-1 or 4-0. Right. I've just got to feel that I went 4-0. I've been saying 4-0 since Tuesday. But I keep on thinking in the back of my mind that stupid Cameron Jordan Gimp's going to go in there. Going to get one.
Did you see his tweet the other day?
He's just he's a bell end. No.
Just trying to wind it up. I think he's just trying to wind the situation up before the Saturday's game.
That's what I said. There's maybe someone that's gunning for him with the game and all that, but
that's what he's done. Do you think he'll start the new lads?
I think he'll start Jones and I think he'll start Vaughan. But I think he's going to start Vaughan because Hugh's still injured and the Frad's injured now, isn't he? So I think Vaughan will play and Jones will start. I'm not sure what the crack is with Stewart. Somebody said he was injured. I don't know if he just wasn't signed in time to be in the squad on Tuesday.
That's what it was. It was international clearance or something, mate.
International clearance? Yeah, he came from Scotland.
Somebody said that in the chat last week or something. And
I bet that was big in Nicola Sturgeon making him do that.
Probably. But I think he should start the new lads up top. Like, definitely. Do you know what? He loves the 4-2-2, didn't he? So
I don't understand that formation in the slightest. Like,
I can't stand it myself. Yeah.
I think the formation gets put out as 4-2-2-2, but I don't think that's how they actually set up on the pitch.
Aye.
I think it's like it's a 4-2, then the other two are like out wider, and then 2. You know what I mean? That's what I think it is. Because if you look at the way it is, that means he's literally just covering the middle of the park. It's just, I think the way he actually sets out is that the middle two, if you will, more out wide than what the rest of them are like.
I think Diamond suffers a lot when he's in this 2-2. We're not getting the best out of him. I think.
Joe the artist saying that you need to be louder, and I'm distorting. I'm so lousy. I don't know if that's meant to be loud or what.
Paul needs to be louder, and you mate he's.
Oh, it's loud, not lousy. Cheers, mate.
Right, so you're too loud, and I'm too quiet.
I'm too loud, but I didn't know how to turn my mic down, so I'll just have to speak really softly.
You say just speak softly, and I'll have to shout. No,
I'm not used to speaking softly though. I'm dead loud.
That's what I mean. With me being new to this, it's solid. Before we start, I have to ask the person if my mic sounds good and if my picture's all right. But I think once the channel gets bigger and bigger, I'll upgrade to better equipment, because I'm like I've told you, I'm only using a 15 quid camera. You know what I mean? And obviously, it's people's noticing. So, but with that, what can we do? Do you know what? On Saturday, I think we're going to win. Obviously, we beat them 3-0 on Tuesday, but I think that they're going to play a totally different way. Probably, I think they'll sit back a lot more, because they tried to attack the game to us. They had a load of possession, but they didn't attack me. They didn't threaten Remy Matthews only once, maybe twice, and he done all right. I thought he done better than what Burge has been doing in recent games. You know.
I mean, Burge is getting over the stick. I mean, didn't get us wrong. He's not the greatest keeper in the world, but he's conceded the least amount of goals in the league this season.
You know.
I mean, granted, he has got a decent defence in front of him. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, he was getting loads of stick for that goal, the late equaliser on Saturday. Now, maybe he could have got across the goal better to get to try and stop it. But for me, I'd have been, if I was one of the players, I'd have been just so angry at the fact that the referee gave them a free kick because Lyndon Gooch got rugby tackled. Yeah. You know what I mean? It wasn't not their free kick in a million years, and then they pumped the ball up to the end. While our players were still arguing with the ref about it, and then they went on and scored.
Right, that's the thing. That's the thing, mate. It's
Oh, you've gone off, Paul.
I've gone off.
You sound.
We're still on, aren't we?
I can hear you on it.
Maybe you were in, mate. Have a check.
Go on, well, listen, isn't it?
Just check on here. I'll go on to the video settings. Hello. Hi, my mic's all right, mate. It's you were in. Somebody tell him on the tracks he can't hear us.
Well, you know.
You've got us. Mate, I'm having a nightmare tonight, like. When the lockdown's done, I'll come out to yours, or you can come to mine, and we'll just dig it. Different camera angles, and I've got better cameras that'll be much better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
But like I was saying, I think we're going to win. I think it's going to be 2-0, mate. I can see us.
I mean, don't get us wrong. I'll accept a 1-0 bouncing in off Flanagan's arse if that's what it takes. But I do believe that. I think tomorrow we're going to go out. We're going to battle them again. Like I think we're going to go for confidence. Like I say, the new lads like Jones and that, they'll have had time to work with the team more in training, get a bit more gel better together, get a bit more chemistry, and I just think we're going to go for it. Like, and I think we're going to be a bit too much for them again.
I fingers crossed anyway, mate. Gone on to something a bit different. Lee Johnson, how do you think he's been gone on this season? How do you rate him?
Right, to be fair, I mean, I didn't know a great deal about him. One of my mates from the army, she was a Bristol City fan, so I asked her about him, and she said that he plays exciting football, and he always likes to play attacking football. So I was like, happy days, you know what I mean? I look back at some of the things he'd done and all that, but since he's come in, for me, I don't think there's a lot he could have done because he inherited shit. You know what I mean? He likes to play fast-flowing attacking football where we didn't have the players to do fast anything. You know what I mean? So I'm happy with him being in charge. I think he has got us playing a different way, which is working to a certain extent. You know what I mean? I think we're seeing a lot better results since he's come in than what we had previous to him. And I think now he's had the chance to bring some of his players in. We'll see a bit more. I mean, you noticed straight away on Tuesday night, we were playing. That was the fastest we played in the first half all season. Going forward, we had pace in the team, and it was good to see.
I definitely made. I'm really excited to see this Jones on the wing.
Yeah,
he's meant to be electric. Well, obviously he's gone off Tuesday night. A couple of times he sprinted forward and he got into the box and he turned, waiting for the support, and he went like, well, where the fuck are you? You know what I mean? Get up the pitch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He'll have to get used to that.
No, 100%. Do you know what? The Gooch played all right. He was all over the place. He was like a little Yorkshire Terrier. He was.
But it does that. But some of the things Gooch he's one of the worst ones. He's guilty for trying to do that one thing too much.
He's a bit greedy. He is a bit greedy.
Yeah, he always tries to run it. He always tries to run it to the byline before cutting it in and things like that, or cutting it back. But I think when Gooch is fast. Like Jones is rapid. I didn't know he was that fast until we signed him, and then my Jack came running downstairs. He went, Dad, we'll sign that Jordan Jones. I was like, all right. He went, Daddy's got 91 pace on FIFA, he must be mint. I was like,
he must be mint. No, that's mad. I'll just quickly jump on the chat, see if what people are saying. Jack Dillon says, that's right. I need Sunderland to win the match. Joe the artist post still okay. Joseph Billingsley, sorry, I think will be 4-3. Lee Burge, Flanagan, Willis, Max Power, Leadbitter, Luke O'Nien, Scowen, Ross Wyke, Jones. That will be a good lineup for him. He's meant to be 6'4", this new striker, Ross Stewart.
From what I've gathered of him, I think he's a bit like Charlie White, but he's faster than Charlie, which isn't hard. But going on that team that Joseph just said, he's only got 3 defenders on there, right?
Max Power, Flanagan, Burge, Willis. He must have missed Vulcans off, on the left.
Aye.
I think he's missed Vulcans.
Well, I think Wright's back tomorrow, isn't he?
Who?
Billy Wright.
He probably should come back in. I'm
sure he's going to miss so long. Unless he's going to miss. I think it might be 10 days, so he might be missing tomorrow actually.
Oh, right. So I got concussion, didn't he? They tried to make taking concussion a bit more serious. They are in there. So I don't know if the Sunderland's doctor will allow him to come back already. Didn't think they would.
No.
Can you still hear us alright? Everything sounds still?
Oh, yeah.
No, nice one. So, like you say, we're in 6th position. We've got 2 games on Charlton, but Accrington Stanley's got 2 games on us.
Aye.
On the same amount of points. But it's not them I'm worried about. I've got one eye on Oxford because they're obviously the best in the league the best in the league for form. So looking at them, we've got to keep one eye on them.
Well, they did this last season as well.
They did, didn't they? That's
last season, Oxford were top of the league. They were the best team on form across the league, and then all of a sudden they just dipped right down. Like,
that's the thing. They start off slow, and then the second half of the season they pick up and they get themselves into playoffs every time. But you know what? I think we'll do the playoffs. I don't know about Lincoln's winning again tonight. I'm just going to double check. Have you got it up?
I've got it on Sky Sports News. Like it hasn't come up yet. They were winning 1-0. I know that.
I know winning 1-0, but like you see, Hull's doing really well. Lincoln's 2-0 up now, so Lincoln's going to win. They went top of the league after the Needs result.
Aye, right.
So we just need
we're only just over halfway through the season, man. There's another long way to go yet.
There's a long way. That's if COVID lets us finish the season, which I think they will. Like,
oh, they will do. No, I mean, they're letting the kids come back to school soon. Like,
well, fingers crossed that we can get the 3 points. What we desperately need, I think. Like, we just.
I'm confident we'll get the 3 points tomorrow, and going on the end of the season. I'm confident we're going to get automatics, mate.
Automatics.
I mean, everyone says I'm daft with faith and all that because I always have been, but I honestly think we're gonna finish in the top 2. Like, now Johnson's brought in their new players, and we've got a bit of pace in the team finally. I tell you what, I cannot wait for Kimpy Ogden to come back.
But you know what? What I think we should just do, try sitting back a bit and just let. I think that's what someone was trying to do on Tuesday. Just let MK Dons have the ball. Let them have the ball. Let them grow in confidence. Let them push right on us, and then us just counter them with a pace.
Yeah.
I think that's what we should try and do, a bit of counter-attack football.
Well, we should be able to do that now. Well, we haven't been able to do counter-attack football. That's why we've been doing 57 million passes in the wrong direction to try and then make an opportunity to go forward. Now he's got a bit of pace, and we've got a few people who can create some stuff. Maybe that we'll start seeing his way of football a bit more. I mean, he hasn't got 11 players with pace, which is what he likes, but we've got more than what he had. So now we'll be able to see his method a bit more. You know what I mean?
Right, fingers crossed. Do you know what? I'm right behind him. I love the way he does his interviews, the way he talks. He's calm. He says the right things. He doesn't say, he doesn't say if the team was playing good, he'll not lie and say, like, for example, the way Steve Bruce is doing his interviews now, he's saying, I've seen stuff what what plays us in the game, and then the Newcastle supporters are gone mental because they played shite all game. He doesn't lie like that, Lee Johnson. He says,
no, it's true,
you know what I mean? We've got a lot of improvement to do, and that's why I like him. He tells the truth. I know it sounds mad because they never normally do, but he is at the minute. He's still got improvement to be done. You know what I mean?
Well, let's say he carries himself well in the interviews, like you've just said. And like I say, I've seen how he used to have Bristol City playing football, and they were scoring goals for fun the other season, playing his way. Hopefully, he can do that with us. You know what I mean?
Aye. Well, in anyways, what do you think about Wembley? Do you reckon we'll get there?
Well, we're not. The players might.
Well, obviously we're not.
But I think you and that Conrad said it the other night. It's sod's law, right? That we'll get to Wembley and we'll win it with me fans in Wembley.
You know, that's if we can. I know it sounds daft, but I really want to avoid Oxford if we can.
I want Oxford in the semis.
Do you?
I want Oxford in the semis because I'd rather get beat in the semis than in the final. And I think out of the three teams that's left in, Oxford probably stands the best chance of maybe beating us.
That's probably right. Like if imagine getting to the final and then getting beaten in the final off them. To be fair, they've still got to get to the final themselves. And anyway, we didn't know the draw. Like you say is what, 7:45? Did you say?
Aye, 7:45, mate. Aye.
7:45. I might, if we can stop on to Lynn, I might just stop on and do the draw on here. Quickly on the chat, in case you're coming, Jude. All right, so he's just joined in, and he says in our squad, Joseph. Aye, that was the stuff earlier. Aye, like I was saying,
I was saying there about, was it the fast people? Lyndon, Gooch, McGeady, Diamond, and Jones. Aye, they're all fast, mate. I wouldn't say McGeady's fast, like, but.
Nah, McGeady's not fast. McGeady can create a yard of space and then beat the defender with that yard of space and then whip the ball in. Other than like if it's a 25-yard dash, even you cannot see him beating players. He's not the fastest, to be honest. Gooch is not that bad now. He must have got his fitness up after he was out.
Gooch is really fast. He is really fast. When he's fit and he's at it, he's really fast. I mean, Diamond's fast as well, but the problem Diamond's that raw. He tries to. I think he's that desperate to impress and make a name for himself. He's trying to concentrate too much on doing things too fast instead of knowing when to use his speed and when to look up and like play a bit sensible football. I think everybody's getting the ball at the minute. It's very rare the same day a short pass and then ask for it back. He gets it, he just runs. Sometimes he's running into trouble or losing the ball. But he is only a young lad, so I do believe. And then a bit more working with the experienced lads in the squad, then it'll sort this game out. Like,
did you say that just brought us onto this? Did you see the transfer bill? Not the transfer bill, the wage bill. Like who gets what?
I did. I've got it on before the day.
Did you see the Diamond's only on 600 quid a week?
I know. He might as well work a minute in the Sam and just do a couple of overtime, couple of hours overtime, and get sorted out.
He plays. I would say he's one of our better players, and obviously with Romani being young, that's probably why. But I can definitely see him getting a pay rise sooner rather.
Yeah, definitely.
But I've been there with the wage bill. The EFL have says that they want us to drop down from, I don't know what we're on. Someone in the comments will know. I think we're on 4.8 million a week, and they want us to drop down. Or a year, sorry, they want us to drop down to 2.5, and they want us to dig it immediately. Like they want it done sooner rather than later.
Yeah, because it's easy done like that, like, isn't it? You know what I mean?
No,
just put the score in and say, right, I'm half an all your wages, lads.
But another thing though, Stephen, we're a bigger club compared to, like, say, the Shrewsbury. They didn't get that many fans in Sunderland. When the fans are there, we were getting like 30,000. The first season we were selling out. So they kind of punish us with saying, "Oh, you've got to get down to 2.5." But where you're not on the same bracket, like the same size club as, say, the Shrewsbury. So surely we shouldn't be doing that.
Well, that's the thing. I've had this argument many times, especially with the Geordie bastards at work. But you shouldn't be limited to what you can do. You should be able to use what you've got, your resources. If they're going to put a wage cap on League One and League Two, they've got to do it in the Championship and the Premiership. Because you've got the likes of Man City, multi-billionaires, and then you've got the likes of Burnley. Man City can offer higher wages than Burnley, but they're in the same division. So they've allowed it to happen in the Championship and in the Premier League. If you're a bigger club and you've got more money, you can use that to your advantage. So it should be the same in League One and League Two. Exactly. It's an absolute shambles the way the AFL run League One and League Two. It's an absolute disgrace.
The same, mate, that they want it's so you didn't live beyond your means, basically. But
that's the thing, though. What you've just said. If you're a bigger club and you've got more money, you've got more income. That's you living within your means.
Exactly.
It's not our fault. We're a much bigger club than most of the teams in the league, if not all of them. You know what I mean? We've got the fans who are loyal. We've got the fans who are putting money into the club. We've got the players. We've got the stadium. We've got the training facilities. We've just been a Premier League club for 10 years or the last 12 years. You know what I mean? Exactly. We've got it all there. We've got more money. We shouldn't be being held back because freaking, like you said, freaking Shrewsbury or something have only got a 6,000 seat stadium or something tough like that.
But do you know, like, is this really going to be an actual thing, or can we appeal against it, or do you think this is going to be like a certain thing where we've got to do it regardless of the size of our stadium and club?
Right, I think they're obviously going to try and push it, but I think the AFL want to keep clubs like Sunderland, Portsmouth, Charlton. They want to keep clubs like that in League One and League Two, so they've got like big clubs in there type thing. You know what I mean? Because every time a team comes to the Stadium of Light, it's like their cup final. Most of the players, unless they're really old people who's like just ended in the career from playing in big leagues, most of them have never played in the ground the size of ours, unless it's a cup match. You know what I mean? We bring a lot of money to the AFL because they get percentages of all the games. You know what I mean? And when they've got our gates, 30,000 a week, and then you've got all the income that the fans bring in, they're getting a chunk of it. So they want to keep big clubs like us in the league.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like
the way they're saying it now, where they're saying they want us to half the wages and all that. If we'll be able to appeal it, but as long as we appeal it and we get it this summer and we get promoted, then we're not going to worry about it. Just keep it playing, get promoted, then we're not going to worry about it. Like
that's the thing, though. It's getting promoted. Hull are flying, Doncaster are flying, Lincoln's top of the league. You've got, we've got to start putting in performance and stop these fucking draws. Drawing against Gillingham, and to be honest, Gillingham probably deserved the win. They were.
No, I disagree with that.
They did, mate. If you watch the game,
I mean, for me, the referee ruined the game. The referee, they looked as though they had more the ball. They had more chance because the referee. Charlie White got elbowed in the face 3 times and never won one free kick. Lyndon Gooch got rugby tackled off their centre half, and somehow it was the centre half's free kick. The referee in this league is shocking, and we know it is. And I'm not using that as an excuse to why we haven't been promoted and all that. In certain games like that game on Saturday against Gillingham, the referee was an absolute disgrace.
That's, but then we kind of keep. I know what you're saying, and you're probably right. The referees have been shanked in League One. They were in the Championship, but nowhere near as bad as what they are in League One. But we kind of keep using the refs as excuses. We've got to put teams away. We've got to be scoring 3 or 4, you know what I mean? We're kind of just gone on and say, we should have won this game or we should have done that because of the ref. If we scored 3 or 2 even and kept a clean sheet, then we wouldn't need the ref. I know where you're coming from. I do know where you're coming from. You know what I mean? Right, 2 seconds. I'll just quickly jump on the chat, live chat. Anthony Price says, "Yeah, get Tranmere in semis. Lincoln winning 3-0. Semis, sorry. Semis." He said, "Lincoln are winning 3-0 now." In case you said Lincoln are playing right now, I know. It was 2-0 when I checked, but now it's 3 apparently. And also, I'm leaving yous at 7:45 to watch the draw. Well, I'm watching the draw on here, so you may as well.
Joseph, you didn't need to leave me because I've got Sky Sports News on my left, just next to me left here. So I'll tell you who we've got as soon as it comes up.
So I didn't. Do you know what, Stephen? I can get it up on here and watch it with you, but I didn't want it to kick us off again, so I'm just going to leave it where it is and let you do the draw. What time is it now? How long is it till it comes on?
14 minutes.
A couple of more minutes. But then it'll not be till about 8 o'clock, though, will it?
Well, there's only 4 teams left. They've only got to pull 4 balls on that. Unless it's Rod Stewart doing it. I don't know if you remember when he did it for the Scottish Cup when he was absolutely mortal drunk.
Hey, but we'll get the draw on. And are you up for digging? Do you know when, like I said, the lockdown is done, digging it like more like a podcast, but with cameras, if you know what I mean. Like where we're just talking amongst ourselves, but we've got the cameras on us in one of our houses. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, fridge full of cans. And
we'll have a couple of cans on here. I'll get the. So I've got a GoPro what's kind of got alright quality, and my phone's a kind of good quality, so I'll have one on you, one on me, and it'll be a bit better. People will
get sorted.
What are you drinking like? What cans you got there?
No, I've only got Foster's. The missus went to the shop.
Right, but are you not saving yourself for tomorrow?
Mate, I'm an ex-military trained drinker. You know what I mean? I'll use tonight as me warm up, and then tomorrow.
Well, yeah, I've got playing a game at the stadium. Like you probably heard if you were watching the live.
So did I.
And Darren Williams and Carlos Edwards playing, and I'm playing against Carlos Edwards, and I'm not that fit at the minute, so I'm going to have to get out and start training, and start running, because I didn't want to show myself up at the stadium, you know what I mean?
But I was worried about that. I mean, when I played there, there was a few things. It was the first time both my boys. Bear in mind, I used to coach. Well, I coached my youngest now, but I used to coach my oldest at the time. Mm-hmm. But it was the first time they'd actually seen us play football at the stadium right against the Geordies. So I was psyching myself up. I was probably nervous before the game and all that. Going out on the pitch and all that, I was getting all emotional because I'm a big soft shite. Yeah. And I was just so happy to be walking out the tunnel with Prokofiev playing and all that, and I'm standing on the Sunderland strip. And first 20 minutes, I was trying to cover every blade of grass on the pitch. I was trying to stay much, and I was so regretting it because you didn't realise how big that pitch is until you stood on it, and you've run it all out. I was absolutely goose like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You scored more goals in the stadium light than Will Grigg, didn't you?
I don't know how I scored. I said that the other night, but I don't know how many he's actually got. I scored 2 goals, got 2 assists, and got man of the match.
I think he only got 1 at the stadium.
But he got the penalty in his first game. Not his first game. His first game was a penalty, and then he scored 1 from the edge of the box.
Oh, so the same. He got 5 all season. I don't know that. I don't know, like in cup and league.
I just said that on Tuesday just as a funny comment type thing, like. But
so have you got any tips for us when I go and play?
Just enjoy it. It was. I mean, it was something I dreamed of. I mean, when I was a kid. Well, I remember I was 14, 15-year-old, me and my mate. We used to go up every weekend. Like obviously, school during the weekend, but I would walk up to where the stadium was being built, and every week watch it at different stages being built, getting bigger and bigger and better. And then it was always my dream. It always been my dream to play there. I mean, obviously, my dream was to play there as a Sunderland player and get paid £1,000 a week for it. But in the end, I paid 91 quid and to play there myself. But you know, it was still one of the best nights of my life. Walking out the tunnel with both my boys either side of us, and then also, I mean, the fact that we were playing against the Geordies was good, and we beat them 8-3. So it was like I say, one of the best nights of my life, and it was something that I just enjoyed. I mean, even though there was only 150 or 200 people there watching us, but just well, it was all like friends and family from both sides.
Aye.
And like some of the people who work at the stadium and that. When I scored my first goal, I remember looking around the stadium as if it was full of fans, and I was like,
I'd have been shitting myself, mate.
I was at first. It took us 20 minutes to settle in the game.
Right, I'm just quickly on the chat again now, mate. Will Ross be able to will be on the bench or in the squad? And
I think he'll be on the bench.
He's not playing on Saturday. Can you tell us why he's not playing? Is he injured? Because Stephen, you did say he was injured, didn't you?
I thought he was, because he wasn't when we first signed him. So I read somewhere that said that he was actually carrying a minor knock, so he was injured for a bit.
Well, somebody on social media with a tick on has said that he's not playing. So I don't know why, but he'll not be playing on Saturday. So
no way.
He's just going to probably do the same player we had just Charlie White by. Well, no, he had O'Brien on there, didn't he? Oh no, he didn't. O'Brien got dropped. I didn't. Or did he?
Oh no, O'Brien started.
I did. He started because him and Gooch did a 1-2, and then Gooch laid off Diamond for the first goal. The deflection.
Someone in the chat said that Lee Johnson said it's too early for him to play. So he must have been injured at Ross County, and then he's still not fully match fit.
Right. That's fucking Sunderland all over for you, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Buy an injured player. Fucking hell.
At least we're buying players. At least we're buying some players.
One, didn't we? We bought one. The rest are loans, aren't they?
Yeah, no. We bought Winchester as well.
Who?
Carl Winchester, a.k.a. Winchester.
I forgot about him. See, he was earlier on in the window, so I forgot about him. But I forgot about him the other day and all. But he's meant to be Ledbitter's replacement when Ledbitter's getting too old, isn't he? But like,
he's getting a bit stick off some people as well. But to be fair, he hasn't been here long enough to try and put his stamp on things. You know what I mean? He hasn't really been involved that much since he signed.
Right.
So I think people are just going to sit back and give him a chance. You know what I mean?
Oh, exactly, mate. You've got to give all them a chance. But I think you can't replace Ledbitter at the minute. He's too wise for this league. Where Winchester, obviously, we come from League Two. That doesn't mean no, it doesn't. But,
of course it doesn't.
But Ledbitter is a cut above, so you can't drop Ledbitter just because he's 34. Because
I know.
He's too. In my opinion, he's probably our best player. Simple as that.
He's been our most consistent player this season.
100%.
Definitely.
In that position, they won't take that spot off him, so you can't bench him. Simple as that. And I think he can play 2 games a week. He's digging it, Annie. So I think he'll definitely start Saturday. Definitely for me.
No, he'll start 100%.
Do you think
he'll not start games this season if he's injured?
Do you think? Because I know Jones plays where McGeady plays. So do you think he'll either drop Diamond or McGeady and play Jones?
Diamond. He'll have Diamond and McGeady out wide and bring Diamond on as an impact player, which me and you both like. Bringing Diamond. I've always been a fan of bringing on fast players in the second half when their defenders are a bit more tired. You know what I mean? Because when I was a kid, when I played centre half, and I remember when I was knacking, one of my mates who played for the other team would come on. I knew he was fast as hell after the off. For God's sake.
No, that's the thing. You've got to say Jones. He could beat the defenders even if they're not knackered or out. He'll beat any of them. But with Diamond, I think it will be better if it was later on in the game, like you've just said there, and then he can come on as an impact to get down that wing where the players are knackered. But with Jones, you've just got. I think you've got to pull him in because he's just far too fast.
Yeah, I think he's a level above here. I mean, there was players from there was clubs. You know, Stephen, get your words out. There was clubs from the Championship who wanted Jones, and he knocked them back so he could come to us. I mean, I dare say because he's a bit of a local lad. I mean, from Middlesbrough, that'll have helped. But also, he had a chance to go to not bigger clubs, but teams higher up in the league. But he chose to come to us, like so.
Well, Charlie White's brother on Twitter was saying he knows him well. So
I've seen the interview with him, or I've read the interview that his brother did.
Have you got Twitter?
No, I used to have it, but when I've moved phones, I couldn't remember my password, so I haven't got one now.
You should get it again, man.
I came on minute to make another profile, but I'm too busy on TikTok.
Oh my god! Do you know what? I've just got TikTok for the first time. But I just put load of have you heard of shithousery?
Aye.
Like in football. Well, I've just been putting loads of shithousery on TikTok. Because obviously in Sunderland related stuff as well, I put like goals against the Mags. I put that on and.
Oh right.
I didn't really look through it, not like gone through it. I just can't be bothered with all that. I just put them on and then that's it. I think I've got about 11 followers and I only done it last night.
Right. Well, I just did it to try to piss me. Like I just didn't get embarrassed in the slightest way. Like so, I'll do something stupid, man. I'll get loads of stick for it off my mates from the army or my mates from work, and I'm just like, right, you give me a stick. I'm going to do more now, and I'm going to get worse.
What's your TikTok name?
I don't know. @Mackham_Steve 23, I think. Oh, that's what it's just at Mackham_Steve. I didn't know it, to be fair.
You should have say you could have got a couple of more followers there, Stephen.
I didn't think the lads who'll be watching this will be on TikTok, mate.
Yeah, there's a woman on an hour watching.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah.
But I think TikTok's too. You could just sit there scrolling all night. So I didn't even look on it. I just put my videos on and that's it. I'm away.
Aye, it's tough, to be fair. Like there's too many people on there for just stupid things.
Right, it's a couple of minutes now and the draw will be on, so we'll be we may as well stop on and do the draw.
Well, I don't know what I mean.
Absolutely quick on the pitch on Tuesday even. Oh, what was that? That went off. Just quickly looking at that chat there, but it's got off.
Aye.
I think somebody was saying that Jordan Jones was absolutely fast as out. So, so we'll get the draw on. We'll watch the draw and then we'll nash off. I'm starving, mate. I want to get bacon sarnie.
We'll say I had my food before we started.
I know. I'm going to have to try and suss this thing out before, so I didn't get any things. I think because I tried to get onto YouTube, it just knocked us off. So it's my. But at least you're on.
But what's going on with the takeover, Paul?
What, mate?
This takeover business is doing my absolute nappering.
What is?
The takeover. It's not happening. No, it's not happening.
Well, do you know what I've said? I've said this at the beginning of January, Stephen. I've said there's no way the takeover was going to happen in the January transfer window.
It's not going to happen at all.
Do you know why it's not going to happen? Not why it's not going to happen? Because he doesn't want to sell.
Exactly, that's the whole point. And they're saying that even if he comes in, he's the Tories' mate. Donald's still going to be here. I've been saying it for months. I wanted that story to get it. I didn't care if people are saying he's mad as a box of frogs. Mad as a box of frogs, and he looks like a frigging hobo. I didn't care. No. He's got money. He's got backers, and maybe the fact that he's mad as hell. Let him have a go. He's got the money. He's got the passion, and he really wants it. And then if he takes over all the deadwood that's in our upstairs offices at the minute, they'll piss off and then they'll start afresh.
Well, me mate Sean Middleton, who's normally he used to be on SAFC Fan TV. He said that he likes story. He's done an interview with him and everything. So he said he's all right, and he believes that he what he was saying is true, basically. And so did I. Do you know? I'd say it was the better of what we had, the options. Didn't get us wrong. If they say Lewis, I forgot his name. If he can tack away, then that's the better of the lot of them because he's a billionaire and he knows the game. His dad used to have Marseille, so.
Right, his dad used to have Marseille. He's only 22.
He's still not the ins and outs.
He's 22. He's got loads of money. You know what I mean? That's about fair enough. He's got loads of money, but if he gets his takeover, then we've still got Donald, we've still got Methven, we've still got Satori. We never need is we need them all to sell up and piss off and never. That's the thing.
Everybody wants the takeout to go through, but them two little gremlins are still at the club, aren't they? Well,
damn right.
It's just
that's what they off. It's them who want a bit of the chances, and then it backfired on them, and now they're struggling, and now.
Exactly.
Just kill on anything because they do believe we are going to get promoted and they don't want to miss out on any money for when we do. That's why they want to cling on the shares.
He's never wanted to sell. He's just saying this to keep the fans quiet, keep them on side. Look, I'm trying to sell when he's got no intentions to. The only time he's going to sell is when we're in the Championship or when we're in the Premier League. Then it's worth his while. It's worth his while for the money. But at the minute, he's like, nah, I'll just give them this little fucking pipe dream that I'm gone when I'm not really. Yeah. I think that. I hope I'm wrong, but I think that's what's going to happen. And I didn't want him to be a part of the club in any which way, shape, or form. He needs to cut ties. He said he would go on if the fans weren't happy with him anymore.
Well, they haven't been happy for 2 years. You know what I mean?
I know. Right, what's happening, Stephen, with this draw then?
I've heard, Smith. I've heard on Sky Sports.
Have you got it up?
No, I've got Sky Sports News on the telly here, but it's adverts at the minute, so hopefully it tells when it comes back on.
A couple of adverts and then we're laughing, eh? Oh, that's good. So
hopefully, aye.
So you've gone for a 4-1 on Saturday.
4-0 or 4-1.
4-0 or 4-1.
Well, actually, no, I'll say 4-1 because I thought Bailey Wright was back, but if he's not, if Bailey Wright was back, it'll be 4-0. If Bailey Wright's not back, it'll be 4-1.
Touch wood. Even if it's a 1-0 for me, but like I say, I've gone for a 2-0. I think McGeady will get one, and so will Charlie White. So fingers crossed.
If we score it, normally is Charlie. He's normally in there somewhere, like.
Definitely.
I think Jones will get one, like.
You reckon?
I think Jones will get one.
I think he'll get an assist. I don't know if he'll get a goal. Like, I don't know. We'll have to see. I just think.
Yeah,
I hope he does.
Lee Birch can score all of them. I don't care as long as somebody does. You know what I mean? Simple as that.
Right. Can you do this Zoom on your phone?
I have no idea.
Have you got like what type of phone you got? If you didn't.
I've got a Samsung S20.
Is that a new one or Ellen?
Wait, it's an old one now. The Samsung S21s have just come out now.
Oh, well, it's still new, you know what I mean? Jesus.
Aye.
Stephen, I've only used the iPhone 7. The band's got a better phone than me. He's got
you just can't get Zoom on your phone because you can take everything on your phone these days. Wait, people can.
If the audio is not the best when no one watches back, we'll do the Zoom on the phone and then I can just link it. Instead of digging it on the PC, I can dig it on the phone. And obviously the audio and my camera's better on there, and it just makes sense to do it on there, really, doesn't it?
Oh, right.
After next time, see what happens. I don't know, it might be alright, but I think people were telling us earlier that my audio is quiet and yours is loud. To
be fair, my audio is probably alright. It's just me. I'm just naturally loud and I'm always shouting.
Right, we're waiting. We're going to be digging the draw live on here, so stay tuned.
As soon as they put the fucking thing on.
As soon as they give it up, it's on the adverts. We're going to dig it on here. Hit the thumbs up, please, if you didn't mind, and subscribe. Me subscribers are gone up kind of quick, you know, Stephen.
Right, that's good, isn't it?
Oh, really good.
There's 13 people listening to us now.
Jesus. I can't believe we've held people's attention for this long.
Well, especially with the technical difficulties we've had.
Puts a load of people off when it's technical, man.
No.
My camera keeps jumping up. If I was watching somebody else, I would just flick off for that.
It's like watching an old VHS tape.
That's what I'm like, the VHS tape.
I can't remember what they've got on. There's no sound on the monitor. But I know
Rachel's just commented and says, it's the audio. We're watching it downstairs.
Someone just put a chat in this now on Sky Sports. I've just checked, but I know that I'm watching it. But if they'll do the draw, then they'll probably put it on the bottom.
They will, I think.
You want to get on, Paul?
No, go on. I'm listening. I'm just going to quickly get flat thingies up on here, see if I can get up on here.
I'm just saying when you were messaging us earlier and you were saying about best Sunderland player and all that.
Oh, sorry, I have totally forgot.
It was yours, like?
Mine? Oh, yeah. Well, I went on this lad's channel yesterday. He's called Matthew, and he does Sunderland 11, but it's on Fan Reacts, and it's you should message him because he lets fans get on the channel, and it's just to get your face out there a bit more so the fans know you, and it gets the fans' reaction. You should get on it.
I'm just laughing here in the chat. Joe the artist has put Steve sounds like King Kong in the bathroom. has he been talking my ass?
Just sit further back, man, and did a show.
I'm back here.
It's class, that man. We've got to start somewhere. You know what I mean, with the equipment. The camera's off. The Chinese knock off 10 pounds or something. You know what I mean? My audio is the only good thing I got, and I got that given. my favourite player, I'm stuck between two. And mine's Uli Walker and Steve Malbronk. See, them are the two. You know what? Great minds think alike, because, like I was saying, I went on this lad's channel and he asked us to do these me best 11, and Malbronk was in and Julio Arca was in.
I mean, Julio, I always used to say he was my favourite because I just love watching him play. But Steve Malbronk, the way he used to play football, I used to be just in awe of him. I used to just love. He's the only player I've ever seen who used to go into a sliding tackle and then jump up and run away with the ball because he'd tackle and the ball would stick at his feet. You know, most people they'd do a sliding tackle and the ball would get out of play, or it would just go in the middle of nowhere for people to chase. He used to do a sliding tackle, and then when he stood up, the ball was at his feet, and and then he was away. I mean, the trickery he used to do was just. I used to just love it. I love watching it.
He scored a belter free kick against Middlesbrough as well. I remember that. And also, he ended Alan Shearer, the Wankers' fucking career early, didn't he?
Dean Whitehead and Julio sandwiched him.
Aye, they fucking done him in.
Ended his last ever professional season, and even made him miss his own testimonial match.
That's class, that. But you can't like that.
Dean Whitehead and Billy Walker should have a statue outside of the stadium. Like,
I didn't know that about the testimonial. Like,
he couldn't play his own testimonial match at St James's. He did the kick off. Then he had to walk off the pitch. And at the end of the game, I mean, the game was rigged. Celtic were 2-0 up at half time, and then they pulled it back to 2-2. And then in the last minute, Celtic were told to give away a penalty. And Amiobi had the ball, but he was in the wrong place, so he just fell out. And the referee pointed to the spot, so Shane would come on, take a penalty instead of winning goal. It was laughable, like.
Oh, that's stupid. That, like, what if people actually were betting on that?
But you couldn't, man. That's like betting on a pantomime. You know what I mean?
Oh, look at that. Well, here, Stephen, if we kind of get it up, if we kind of get the
there's someone put on. You got Twitter, haven't you?
Aye.
Can you get on it now? Someone said it's on the Papa John's trophy link on Twitter.
Right, I've got that. Is somebody said that, like? Cameron Jude, got no idea how to pronounce our first name, so I'm not going to upset anyone, like. I was the same at first. Acacia
Cameron Jude, so said it, aye.
Well, I've got it up, but there's no fucking link. Right, I think, where am I? I've got them, I'm following them and that. I just kind of find the link for what they've got on. They've seen 38 minutes to go. They've just got hashtags on. Then they've got hashtags and acts. I kind of find the link for the actual.
Have you seen what they do with the finals as well?
What? Oh, I found it. It's .com. You've got to get on the .com, not the Twitter.
Oh, God, I can't believe you didn't know that, like, Paul. Have you seen what they do with the finals, though?
What?
Because last year's final hasn't been played yet. So last year's Papa John's Cup final is going to be played this year on the 13th of March.
Right.
On the Saturday, 13th of March. And then the final for this year's is going to be played the day after, on the 14th of March. So basically...
What's the point in that?
So basically, I mean, if Portsmouth win it, they'll have had the trophy for 2 years, because obviously they won it when we were there, which is a day I remember. You might not, because I say how pissed you were.
I can't remember, mate.
I know you can't. But if Salford beat Pompey in the final, I mean, Salford will have the trophy for 24 hours before they give it to whoever wins it this year.
Oh, they say that's ridiculous. That, like.
Yeah, of course it is. But in the same way, though, the league the football got cancelled, didn't it? And if you got to the final and then it got cancelled, and then you're like, oh, well, you're just not going to win it. You've grafted yours off to get to the final. You've got to give them a chance to try and win it, even if it is only for 24 hours.
I know, but 24 hours, man. That's pointless. Do you know what? I kind of get it up like, oh, nigga. Oh, wait. I think I had it there. Papa John's trophy. Is anyone in the comments, Stephen, telling us where it is? This thing.
No, someone just put Papa John's trophy link on Twitter. Joe the artist put, I have to bob in and out, but great crack you too. It's refreshing to hear a bit swearing. Keeps it real.
Who said that?
Joe the artist, you'll definitely get swearing with me, mate. I still get told off of my mother because I can't say a sentence without swearing normally.
That's what I'm like, but that's just. Do you know what? Majority of Mackham swear every other word, really. So I'm not bothered.
It's in the football we watch. Of course, we'll swear.
I'm not bothered about swearing on this channel. It makes it more real.
Mate, let's be honest. We're just normal lads who like football. We watch football. We watch our teams. we're not on telly. We're on a freaking YouTube here. You know what I mean?
Well,
Yeah, plugs. You've got to keep it real because you're a real fan. You're a proper fan, so therefore you're going to speak the way you normally speak about your club.
Exactly.
When we're fucking shit, you say we're fucking shit. When we're fucking mint, you say we're fucking mint.
Casey just says, our mum's just checked and it's after the Lincoln game. So that's why I probably kind of find it.
The Lincoln game's nearly finished, isn't it?
It's nearly finished. They were winning. I'm going to quickly go on flash scores and let you know. They were winning 3.
Last time I've seen it, done it.
3. Fucking hell. 98 minutes at a time.
98 minutes at a time or 8 minutes at a time?
No, 98.
98 minutes of it. They're going to be playing for a couple of hours yet.
They've got 8 minutes added on. Wow, fucking hell, what's happened in that game then?
God knows. Hopefully Lincoln's top goal scorer has been injured.
But I will hopefully get this get the draw on. See how we've gone this cup. I bet you will get Tranmere.
See, I want Oxford. I want Oxford. Apart from it, they're the best team in the cup. And if we are going to get beaten in this cup, this time I'd rather get beaten in the semi-finals than get beaten at Wembley.
Aye. So who's in it? Is Portsmouth in it?
No, fuck. Us, Tranmere,
Oxford,
and Lincoln.
Aye, Lincoln, that's what it was.
Lincoln beat Hill on penalty shootout the other night.
Oh, aye, they did, aye.
In the first 5 penalties, 4 of them were missed.
Fucking hell, that's bad. That looked like, I know.
I was getting my head sharpened at the time of our last, and I was just sitting there watching it. She was like, "Move your head." I said, "I'm watching the penalties, man."
Do you know what? It's got to be on any minute now. Then, if that's finished now,
Aye.
It's 90 fucking hell, 9 minutes added on now. What's it digging?
99 minutes added on.
No, just 9. I wonder what's happening in this game.
Like,
it says they've added 9 minutes. 9. Must have been a couple of injuries or something there.
Oh my God, mate! I would love so. But I don't want there's injuries. I don't mean that. You know what I mean? I don't like people getting injured. You know what I mean? Unless they wear black and white. But you know, there's clearly been injuries. If the game's still going on now, like.
Well, we'll find out any second now. Oh, we've got in the cup. Right, I'll be able to get it up on even now, actually.
What time's kick-off tomorrow? Is it 1 o'clock or 3 o'clock?
I'm sure it's 3 o'clock. I'm sure it is. I'm going to have a look now, actually. I was thinking. Say we've been having a few, because people can't afford to put the floodlights on. So they've been having the games early, and we've been having a few 1 o'clock kickoffs. But I didn't think it's the MK Dons. We played them on the night the other day, and so it's 3 o'clock, mate.
3 o'clock. It was the last 2 Saturday games are 1 o'clock. And all that. I didn't know. I didn't like the 1 o'clock kickoffs, to be fair. Like,
Oxford's playing Doncaster, so someone's going to be dropping points there. Like,
well, it's finished. The game's finished now, so hopefully it won't be too long. Like, but Rachel, the missus who's sitting downstairs has put on the chat. It's a 3 p.m. kickoff.
Do you know what? Somebody in the comments will probably let us know before we even find out on here.
Probably.
So if you find out, just comment below. Where you're not bothered.
When I bother at the big reveal, we just want to know we're playing.
See who we can get. Well, I kind of find a trophy like on here on flash scores. Normally flash scores got everything on. Oh well, there you go with that. AFL trophy, fucking AFL trophy, man, Stephen. What's the world coming to? In the AFL Poxy trophy.
Mate, I'm going to put it if it's named after a pizza. They're quite nice, Papa John's.
You read about that Salford and Portsmouth, like?
No.
Why imagine having it for 24 hours. They've got a replay and have it for 24 hours. That's crap, that line. I
tell you what, though, it's a good job that there's going to be. Right, not a good job, but if they're having 2 finals back to back, like Saturday and Sunday, having the Portsmouth fans and the Sunderland fans in London again the same weekend.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know what?
That's one team who I didn't like in this league. The other ones I'm not bothered about. Like, but them, there's a little bit of animosity against us and them, aren't there?
I can't stand. I hate Pompey. I can't stand Pompey. It's the fans. It's the fans mainly.
Well, the fans were giving us stick the other day on Twitter. They were saying something about. Did you see what that Lord Sugar tweeted about Sunderland?
No.
Saying there was a man in a tyre, and he had like dolls around him sitting, right, and he was bit like overweight, and he was sitting inside, and it was full of water, and it said something about something in Sunderland, and he retweeted and said, "I found this funny." Is it basically saying Sunderland's a shithole?
We've got Lincoln.
We've got Lincoln in the next game.
According to a case here, we've got Lincoln and Oxford's got Tranmere. You're right, and you would get on the chat before when we got it on telly. I've still got Sky Sports News in front of us. I still didn't know.
I know, shit, man.
Yeah, we've got Lincoln at home. Do you reckon if we appeal that, we'll get to play them away instead?
Well, I hope so.
Well, did you see what someone put on? Someone tweeted or put on Facebook that for every home game now, Lee Johnson should stick the players on a bus and make them do 20 laps of the North East so they think it's an away game.
I seen it. I seen it. Do you know what? I agree with them. They should stick them on the bus for 20 minutes. Get them back in the stadium, and hopefully we'll win. So, is that home or away? Are we playing them or not? Obviously.
Yeah, we're playing Lincoln at home.
Ah, you're joking.
Aye. That doesn't matter. Wembley, well, not Wembley here we come, but Wembley is the lads come.
Ah, well.
I think hopefully Tranmere will do a job at Oxford.
Well, at least now we're not. Well, so Stephen, you gone for a 4-1 or a 4-0 for MK Dons on Saturday?
I'm going to go. Fuck it, you leg out this shot one. I'm going to go there. I'm going to go 4-1.
4-1, definitely.
If it's 4-0 now, man, I'm going to go nuts.
Put a bet on.
I've stopped betting on Sunderland because they keep on embarrassing us too much. They keep losing us a fortune.
Do you know what? Do you know when we're first in this league and Luton were getting beat all the time, right? And I had Sunderland, like all my teams were losing. I think I had about a 30 quid cash out at full time. They all won, and I thought, all I need is Sunderland for $3,500, and they drew 1-1.
It's stupid, man.
I couldn't believe it. I would have been out of the moon. But you know when the score, you didn't really have a good cash out. So the score running at the end, and Sunderland was the only ones that drew, and I was gutted.
Aye.
$3,500, you know.
I'm saying you'd been able to buy a decent car with them, wouldn't you?
Aye, I'm going to get a canny good. I think you can get this unreal one, what looks like proper real life, for about 100 quid.
I've got no idea. I'm just using the one on the top of the laptop.
Well, next time, Rick, I'll get Rachel to download an app on your phone, the Zoom app, obviously, and just put the band's details in it, and you can get straight on if that's what you're using now, the bands. Or is it your?
No, that's not. It's apparently it's my Zoom account.
Oh, is it?
So,
straight away, you put your on the app, because then the audio will be class, the picture will be class, and I'll do the same. Because I've got it on my phone. I don't know why I didn't dig it that way.
Aye.
It'd be much better.
Well, this is the first one we've done, and both of us aren't really clued up on technology, especially me.
I think everybody on my channel knows I'm not clued up on technology. The amount of fuck-ups I've had digging this, they've went off, they've come on, it's went off. But in anyway, we'll leave it there, mate. Me mate's just come on, who always comes on. F-wing Uncle John. He says, "What's good?" All right, mate. We're just leaving you now. We've got Lincoln in the next game. In the next round of the Papa John's Trophy at home. So we're going to get fucking beat.
Or we'll draw.
We cannot win at home at the minute. But anyway, Stephen, it's nice having you on, mate.
As
soon as COVID's done, we'll dig it in the house and it'll be much better. Right?
Oh, yeah, definitely.